Hello, hello. So today we are exploring blockchain and cryptocurrencies. I'm just going through what I already know, and then I think I would want to get deep into blockchain. Firstly, I would want to get deep into blockchain cryptocurrencies. The second thing I would want to get deep into AI. So that is the goal. With that goal, I'm working on it. Why isn't my chat opening? Mm, New playlist. New playlist. Yeah, cryptocurrencies. And I have made a new arc for myself. So first thing I know is Solana Super Team. So this is one thing that I know. People, the main focus is earning. I want to maximize my earning potential with this by learning this. Right, it's not for fun. It's not for fun. Right now, till now I did things for just for fun, or because I was doing something. But this time, this thing is just for money, money, money. So fine work. So this is something. Bounties brand. Uh, let's join. I already have an account on this. Uh, I love passkeys. I love passkeys. Quick thing, bounties, projects. Solana developer. Mm. And I'll learn what to do, how to do. So this is what I want to do. Look at the bounties, look at. So I know super team. Do I need this? No. Find work, grants, job. Let's look at jobs. Look at grants. Uh, I have no clue about DAOs are, but let's mm, new folder, super team, super team, find work. I don't need this. I need bounties. I need jobs. Jobs is down. Grants is down. Bounties is the main way. Right now, I want to focus on. And bounties again. So, yeah. Now, next thing I want is Ethereum, Ethereum, Ethereum org. Complete guide to Ethereum. Pick a wallet, choose a network, try apps, fair financial innovative apps, with stronger ecosystem understanding Ethereum entire changing blockchain, build the portal. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Okay, so now I also want to fix my Discord situation with this. I want Discord situation. Let's do one thing. Let's create a new email ID. Do I want to create a new email ID for this? No, let's not do that. But let's join the Ethereum Discord. I know I am very late to this blockchain game, but at last I'm here, and that's what matters. Browse channels, something wish list, server to how to contribute. Just okay. Good for stars. All these are already there. All of them are there. Okay, good. Uh, Ethereum is done. Should I do this as Solana? Okay. New folder. Solana. Super team would go inside Solana. And new folder. ETH. Ethereum.org will go inside here. $3 million. $3 million. People have earned $3 million to this. Mm. Discord. Complete guide to ETH. Super team. Let's do so. Let's also add superteam.fun to this because we want to go to its Discord also. Solana Discord. Okay, so what am I? Am I a builder? Yes. Cool community. Let's let's get it on. Cool. Are there any other Solana Discord servers? Solana community. I wish there was a way to organize this mess. Three, three, oh, three, 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 two, four, two. Like general. Cool. This is cool. Now let's search Web 3. Our business review. Cool. I think this is what I know. This is what I know about blockchain and crypto. So we are exploring right now. Why isn't it opening? Cool. So Web3 next generation. Now let's go on super teams and let's see. Uh let's search how to find Web3 bounties. Projects or no bounties. SSV network, maximum hardware. Ah, victory bounties. Approve. Bounties. What? Right now, I think Solana is good. Working with Solana seems fine. It's the most easy way to do things. Because of super team is the ETH version of super teams. Isn't that so I'm with exact name on for several decent others. Those. Okay, so wait, not something Uniswap. Okay, nothing. Okay, there's nothing like that. Now let's try to look into all these bounties. So I was looking into this before starting this sticker challenge. Okay, not interested in memes. Uh, this is something that I want. I am interested in. Send AI is the maintainer of Solana AI Agent Toolkit, open source toolkit for connecting AI agents to Solana protocol. Now, any agent using any model can autonomously perform 15 plus Solana action, trade tokens, launch new tokens, lend assets, send compressed airdrops, execute blinks, tokens. I don't know what blinks are. I don't know anyone with a with a- cool. Solana agent kit if below are specific GitHub issues that need contribution. Okay, so I saw this, and this is where I stop. Make an example in which a user can perform interact with. I just deployed a token on abstract using only my voice using AI agent. I built this code bot that controls all to go. Okay, nice.
Once it's started up. Once the bot has actually joined, you can jump into a conversation with it. So I'll unmute and ask it to perform some on-chain action like deploying a token. Hey, can you go ahead and deploy an ERC20 token for me? You can come up with the name and the symbol and the initial supply. What this is going to do is it's going to process the audio. As soon as you start speaking, it starts listening. And as soon as you stop speaking, it essentially saves a temporary audio file, processes the words that you said in that message, sends it to the OpenAI assistant, and then processes it into actions. So you can see in the background here, it's decided to deploy this Desire coin, and now it's going to go through the 11 Labs API.
Ah, splendid news. The Desire coin, Dcoin, has successfully taken form and is now swimming in the vast ocean of the blockchain. You may find it resting at the address X336C707A9DC857C94C99 9F3772113C45C6C BF89B. May this token serve your ambitions well. Remember, though, there's always a price to pay when playing the game of desires. Enjoy your new creation.
So you can see it was a little buggy with the voice with the address, but this is pretty dope because you can actually just plug in any functionality you want. You could even make your own assistant, right? Where it's reading stuff from your calendar or reading stuff from Twitter, and you can have a full-on conversation with this.
Cool, this makes sense. Harkirat Singh has taken this ticket. Who is this guy? Oh, INKG. Iron 80. Who is this guy? Twitter. Let's keep in touch. Solana agent. Is this guy Yash Agarwal? What the fuck? Okay. Anna is hiding. Let's see. You are hiding. That's just super team on. Okay, Yash. Nice seeing you. Okay, good. Now let's. This dimension seems good, but I should move on. And, good knowing about you, Aryan the Builder. I should also follow Kirat. Uh, Kirat is also a contributor on Backpack. Uh, yes. I have some problems with Arc. Arc bugs a lot of time. Does Backpack have bounties? I know Kirat is mostly into bounties. He is after money, which is good, but he's after money or network. That's how I see. Okay, good. Example, web BCI application notification logo pinned code handles and something that he's doing. His cohort roulette. Turbo repo starter. What is he building? Turbo repo. What is Kirat? Kirat. What is Kirat building? What am I learning? Let's guess. What are you learning? Oh, nice. Something to start.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. Great to have you here. I'm really excited to talk to you all. Abner alluded, I'll be speaking to you all about, everyone's favorite topic.
Hey, this is nice.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. My name is Jean-Philippe. I'm a software engineer here.
Smart guy.
We had a few conversations, right, in August 2023. So, as you said, it's been a
Ooh,
minute.
let's build a CDN. I like this. I like this. I would want to save this in a new tab. Though this is not very blockchain heavy, but this is Kirat. Uh, what is this roulette that he's working on? I don't understand that. It's okay. He's working on something monorepo. He's trying. This has become a Harkirat type scene. Yo, hey man, Arc is quest. Yeah, Arc is yo Nerula. Arc is optimized for Mac, but it's not that good. Arc is very buggy. I don't think Arc is there on Windows. Is it? I'm not very sure, but it is buggy. Can do nothing about that. We are watching, basically, we are now watching Harkirat and what he is doing. So this has become a Harkirat fan. I'm not his fan, like, he's doing good, but uh, yeah, Harkirat, Harkirat GitHub, Harkirat's blockchain, cryptocurrency. Day one. I'll explore Harkit's GitHub and then I think I'll do done with him. Yeah, that is bug bounty. That is what I'm exploring right now. I'm exploring bug bounty that I'm exploring. But I've started with this real-time game spec. Core utils. What is core utils? Ah, nothing. He's just worker.go. Yeah. Okay, he's just building some functions, I guess. I am not very sure. This seems like just a boilerplate something. Not very sure. This should not be this side. This should just go that side. So I can use the space much better. Kirat, 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 Kirat. Harkirat, Harkirat, Harkirat. What is he doing? What is he doing? What is he doing? Okay. Real-time game spec. He does a lot of work now, but a lot of work that he just starts a lot of work. User will code WebSockets API from front end, back end, worker. Yeah, he starts a lot of projects, which is good. Like there's no problem with starting a lot of projects and not completing it or not even working on it because you don't always get time. Okay, so what did he plan? There would be a sign up. Okay, user can create a room which will have JWT tokens. Okay, user info, update avatar. So then game spec. I'm not very sure what he wanted to do here, but he wanted to do something. Uh, like Roulette, merge to pro one. What is this 100x CMS? Content management system. CMS, I know content management system. Um, What is he building? What is 100x code? Code 100x. Just CMS. Follow support. Okay, interesting. Everyone. Uh, this is Kirat's drawing. Code 100x. What is code 100? What is code 100x? Okay, 100x there. I think it is his brand, and uh, seems like it is his brand. 100x. Yeah, nothing is actually 100x. If you are 1x only, you are much better than a lot of developers. And I've worked with a lot of good developers who just don't know how to collaborate in a team. And I have been that developer also. Like I at one organization, I was like the best developer there. But I was also very naive and I did not know how to collaborate with a lot of developers that were not the best developers, but they were just there doing their job, going home. So that is also a life. People also have a life. Not everyone is looking for tech glory. Yes. Cool, cool. Oh, this is nice. Nice. Interesting. Interesting things that Kirat does. Good, good, good. Happy to look once. Uh, let's save it for later. Now I can move on from here. So what do I want to learn? I would want to learn everything on blockchain. How do I start learning blockchain? So I think the first thing I could do is go on YouTube and search Solana. Solana, Solana.
Holy cow, I do not know how we got this far into creating animated videos of cryptocurrency topics without hearing of Solana. I mean, I definitely have heard of it, but wow, I am surprised we haven't covered it yet. And probably for good reasons though. If you type in what is Solana in YouTube, you get 50 price predictions, 3 videos explaining proof of history, and a bunch of interviews. No good single video that simply just goes over everything that Solana has to offer. Welcome to Whiteboard Crypto, the #1 YouTube channel for crypto education, and here we explain topics of the cryptocurrency world using analogies, stories, and examples so that you can easily understand them. In this video, we're going to explain what Solana is, some of the crazy, unique technological improvements that they have over Ethereum, and then finally, we will get into some tokenomics that you could use to make a price prediction. Now, before we get into the technical stuff of Solana, let's talk about why it's amazing and who created it. Anatoly Yakovenko is the man behind the very first white paper. One of the things you need to know about him is that he's quite smart and worked at the company Qualcomm for like a decade. I tried reading the white paper and it is quite technical, with a few understandable sentences here and there, but his blockchain is named after the Solana beach that he really appreciated. But let's get into why Solana's price has skyrocketed in the past few months. First of all, Solana has a block time of 400 milliseconds, which means they are very fast, especially when you compare that to Ethereum's block time of 10 seconds or Bitcoin's 10 minutes. Also, Solana boasts that they can handle up to around 710,000 transactions per second, which is like 30 times the amount that Visa currently handles. Although they've never actually been able to go past 50,000 in the past, this doesn't mean they can't do 710,000, it just means they haven't tried. So the Solana network is fast, it's monstrous, and it's also cheap. I would say that it's comparable to the Matic network, with transaction fees around 1/100th of a penny. Next up, let's get into what makes them so fast and so cheap. The first thing that we must explain is their consensus mechanism, which is a fancy way of saying how everyone agrees what the blockchain should be. Now, they don't use proof of work, and they don't really use proof of stake. Anatoly actually described a new system called proof of history in his white paper. It's basically proof of stake, but it adds in the special variable of time. So you need to know proof of history is not a consensus mechanism, but it is a way of integrating time into the blockchain data. We use something called timestamps to place a specific date and time on the blocks. And we do this so that it allows for a very fast sequencing of validators, basically so that they know their order to submit blocks without having to communicate back and forth. One big problem that other blockchains have is that they have to agree on time. We all take this for granted, but computers have to constantly be going, what time is it really? Since they can't do things like look at their phone or even the sun to determine it. On other blockchains, the nodes, which is a fancy word that means computers, on the network have to chat back and forth until they agree on a time. And they have to do this before submitting a block. And in the computer world, this chatter can take up a lot of time. Solana fixes this using proof of history to have everyone timestamp their blocks and use a cryptographic proof so that they don't have to wait on everyone to agree on the time. Basically, we can agree on the organization of the data in the blocks after the fact, meaning we don't have to wait for other validators to check and approve our work. Let's use one of the famous whiteboard crypto stories. Think about it like this. If you want everyone in your family to send you a letter, and you want them to do it one day after the other, you have to first send a letter to them, and then they have to send all their letters to you. The time that both of your letters are in the mail is a long period of time. What if next time you saw them, you just said, hey, send me a letter at 4 p.m. on January 3rd. That way you would know that it's coming in, and you wouldn't have to waste time or resources asking them to. Long story short, you could set it up so that your uncle sends a letter on January 3rd, your aunt on January 4th, your cousin on January 5th, and then your grandma on January 6th. We want to read these letters in order, but the issue is that they each use different mail providers. Like, UPS and FedEx. Sometimes they take different amounts of time, and also your uncle is on a work trip, so he's a few thousand miles away. By having them all send their letters on the days that they're supposed to, they may not arrive in the exact order. But they wrote the time that they actually sent their letters in the letter, so that you can organize them when you get them. Basically, proof of history allows nodes to just keep throwing a bunch of blocks at us. And since some people have faster internet than others, we can assume that they're telling the truth about their sending date, and then organize them after we get them, then add them to the blockchain. Now there's a little bit more that goes into proof of history, but honestly it deserves its own video, so make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Oh, by the way, of course, in this analogy, our aunt, our uncle, cousin, and grandma were actually all just different people sending in blocks, and we can use math to find out that our uncle actually wrote his letter on January 3rd. Another interesting thing is that Solana has like 25 blocks being validated by 25 people at once. This is how they're actually able to surpass Visa by such a large factor. Speaking of how they're similar to proof of stake, one thing that I personally liked about Solana is that there are no requirements to be a validator. Now, before I explain this, if you don't understand proof of stake, you definitely should check out our video on how to understand some of these next terms. So to compare, Ethereum 2.0, you must stake around 32 Ethereum, which is equivalent to around $100,000. On Solana, you only need to hold a very small amount of the coin and pay a fee to vote each day. There is a catch though. The voting fee is the only thing I don't like. Right now it's like 1 Solana per day, so around $70,000 a year, which seems ridiculous, but I mean right now there's almost 1,000 people doing it, so maybe they know something that I don't. Next up, let's talk about something that no other big blockchain has tried yet. It's called C-level. Technically, this is just a fun term to describe that validators can actually run smart contract code in a parallel way. Now, if you're not a developer, let me explain it in simple terms. Let's say you have to do the dishes, you have to switch the laundry, and then you gotta sweep the floor. A human would have to do each one of these things in order, because they're only one human. We call this a serial task, one after the other. In terms of Solana, the word parallel means you can do them all at the same time. So it's like if you could make 2 more copies of yourself and actually do the dishes, switch the laundry, and sweep the floor all at the same time. That is essentially what Solana can do, processing their smart contracts. Something else I caught on their website was this quote, which describes how they are not bottlenecked by software or ideas, but instead bottlenecked by hardware. Every time NVIDIA doubles the number of SIMD lanes, our network will double in computational capacity. To me, it'll be interesting to see how Bitcoin and Ethereum handle the supercomputers that we have in 10 to 50 years from now. One more thing before we get into the tokenomics of Sol is that you should know that Solana has vastly different smart contracts than Ethereum. Ethereum uses a virtual machine type system to run its Solidity code, while Solana uses the Rust programming language. Rust is a very low-level language, meaning it's much more powerful, but it does require more work to create things. One downside to this is that developers can't just copy and paste their dApps and projects like many other blockchains can from the Ethereum network. Everything must be coded from scratch. However, they will have more power than Ethereum smart contracts. Finally, let's get into tokenomics, as I know a lot of people watch our videos to get an idea of how a coin or project works so that they can invest in it. This is a simple reminder that we will never offer investing advice, we will never reach out to you to ask for money, and we will never post our WhatsApp number in the comments. The spam comments are so bad lately, please do not contact them. So the coin on the Solana network is the Sol coin, and it is used for transaction fees and used all over the blockchain ecosystem. From as far as I can tell, Solana is both inflationary and deflationary. It's deflationary because for a long time, 100% of all transaction fees were burned. And now it's around 50% that are burned. But it's also inflationary because they recently approved an inflation schedule where staking rewards are paying out around 8%. But they do get cut every few days by a very, very small amount until the final staking rewards hit 1.5% in 10 years. Now in terms of total supply, they initially started out with around 500 million tokens. And of course it will keep increasing due to the proof of stake rewards. Also, on the topic of early distribution, there are 4 private funding rounds before their initial ICO. Those 4 funding rounds and their ICO sold around 36% of their supply and at a very cheap price too. I mean, they were selling these things for like 25 cents each, while the price currently sits at $200. Another 13% of the tokens went to the founders of the project, another 10% went to the Solana Foundation, and the remaining 39% went to fund community initiatives, which is also currently held through the foundation. Now, some weird thing that I found out was that there was a Solana wallet holding like 13 million tokens, and nobody knew why, so they just burned a bunch of them. Definitely worth noting. One more thing worth mentioning is that Solana actually went down for around 6 hours in December of 2020. Honestly, to me, this is a little scary because a decentralized protocol should never go down. It means everyone participating in the network had the same bug. This problem did absolutely nothing to the price though. It seems nobody panic sold due to this news. Lastly, Solana is still in the beta stage, so if you're an investor or want to develop a dApp for them, you should definitely know that. Now before I end this video, I want to let you know that if you're interested in coin and token research, including some understanding how to make money by
Nice, 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 nice. I don't understand it much. I'll be very honest, but I think we can watch mm, videos time to time and then understand. Mm, I think I'll go through all these videos, I think, time to time. Right now, I am leaving. Bye-bye.